Hi guys, happy new year, and I hope you guys are having a lovely new year. Well, 2021 has started with also some bad and influence, and everywhere is getting locked down again, but I hope you're having a lovely time. So what we have here is just the Lian Li LanCool 205M. The M in this case start from micro or mini, whatever you want to call it. So this is a lovely, nice case. There are a lot of reviews out there if you're looking for a review about this case, or you're looking for unboxing about this case. There are a lot of them out there, but what I'm going to be doing is what we usually do, which is disassembling this case and show you how you get yourself around if you picked up one of this case, how to get around it. And if you've not yet and you are just in the market for cases and you want something portable, yeah, so this will be one of a nice choice for you to do. So I'm gonna just show you a little bit comparison with the Thermaltake, which we did a video about, links up there, and they are almost identical, or the exception of this case being a little bit smaller in height and in length, but the wideness is a little bit of the same. So this it does a reduction in footprint, which is not as big as that, but it still doesn't save you more space. So first of all, who are these cases geared to? This case are meant for people that wants to go in between the bigger ATX cases and the ITX cases. It's a budget case. The price is good. It's around 50 to 60, 70, 80, depending on how much you can get it, but it's under $50 in most of the Amazon market and out of the market around there. So this is a Micro-ATX case. As a lot of you are going to be talking about it, it gives you a footprint of a smaller case with a medium-sized motherboard, which is not the ATX big motherboard or EATS, but in between the ATX and the ITX motherboard. So if you're interested in something like that, I hope to see a lot of designs coming out soon about this kind of cases. So first, we are going to bring everything out so you guys can see how to get around, because I see a lot of comments in my other videos talking about how to remove the front panel. Lian Li did a great job with their manual. This is the only paper that comes inside. They have a nice picture instruction on how to deal with the stuff inside, how to assemble your stuff, the things inside they are talking about. They did a lot of good job by putting a photo picture like the comics, like cartoons comics, and you can actually look through them without even reading them. You understand a little bit of stuff you need to do in this case. So great job, and I give them a thumb up for that. So this is the case. Basically, we have a closed front panel with a mesh or hose on the side of the case where for ventilation and air. The normal top where you have the controls, that is the IOs. Then we have the power, LED stuffs and USB stuff and everything there. So everything is just as usual as you see in the in cases. So what are the things I like about these cases? I'm going to talk about them, why I do this assembly. To remove the front panel, this is a question I get a lot. You need to put your hand under. If you look under here, there's a space where you can put your hand. You hold it down there. And while you're trying to do that, try to hold the top so it doesn't fly away like someone said, and pull it out. When you pull the down part out, and the up one will go after it also. So looking at this, there's a lot of bezel in here. I believe the reason for that is for you to be able to get hair from the side here to get into the case so you can get everything there. But it doesn't help you with dust, I have to be honest with you. A lot of dust gets inside it. So this is made with a little bit of I think it's metal, it's not aluminum, and they have this plastic for guiding it to hold it into the front panel. If you can look at my dust filter already, they are dirty as hell, so you can see the pattern there with where the fan is. But the one thing I don't really understand is why there are these holes in here, especially this big one in front here, very close to the eye hole. I don't know what these holes are meant for, but it doesn't help you with dust. Dust can go inside there and your case is gonna get dirty as quickly as possible. We got the front dust filter, which is magnetic. And well, it does, you can, as you can see, it has picked up a lot of dust there where the fan is. It does it good, but this other hose makes me confused about it really being there. I don't know why the point is there, so I'm gonna put this one aside also. So the great thing about this case is these fans. There are two fans inside. We have one in front here, and if you look behind it, there's another one. There's two fans, and these fans are PWM. They are 4-pin fin fans, which means you can control them from your motherboard. And this is probably one of the case at this price that I'm seeing that has included PWM fans, included in them 4-pin fans. For other people who are wondering what I'm talking about, these are fans that comes with 4-pin, and you can control them directly from your motherboard to increase the speed at any time. And these are Lian Li fans, which are very, very great, and I've tried them out for about 2 weeks now. They're quiet, they're not too loud, but yeah, they are great. So this is a very good bonus. So give or take, I should be saying these fans should cost you between 20 to 30 US dollars. And so if you minus those two from this price of this case, you're getting this case at a very good budget price. So to the side panel, I'm going to be removing the glass. And one thing I like about this is actually with a thumb screw, whereby you can use your thumb to loosen it without sweating up or looking for a screwdriver. And for you, the easiest way for you to move this light is to push it back, because it's a sliding. You push it forward and push it back. And here you can see some screws here that they use to lock it into the corner piece of the case. So this is a nice also tempered glass, which is great, surrounded with melter and foam. So I don't know the durability of this, but I believe it's strong enough for you to help you in whatever you're doing. So if you look inside the case, you can see I have dust already everywhere. So that's what I was talking about this. I'm not sure if it really does the work of keeping dust away from this case. So if you have this case, think about cleaning it on a regular basis. Blow it a little bit off and there, and it will be nice. I'm gonna go around the back, and we have a 120mm fan at the back here, which is also controllable. It's a 4-pin fan, and we got 4 slots for your GPUs. The power pack is exactly the same as the normal power pack. You don't have any extra space and stuff like that. Back of the case, we got the melter also for the back cover, and it's also the pull and push. We push it back and you remove it. So that's what we have there. I'm gonna put that aside and get back here to the IOs. I wish there had been a USB-C included in this case in 2020, going to 2021, but there's none. We only have the one for the audio jack, the USB controllers, and the IO controllers for the control panels, and that's all there is here. And this is for the fan, like I said, is a 4-pin. And here we have this rack, which is for hard drives, HDD. You can stack 2 hard drives here, one inside here and one on top, or you can stack SSDs also by putting one inside and one on top. But the only downside of this is because if you have to remove this, you have to go from under, whereby you have to loosen all this to push it out. So I'm gonna do that now. Only you just loosen up these 4 screws, and there's one other screw here that is totally attached to it that prevents it from moving around accidentally. So you just pull it up and you have the cage coming out. Like I said, you can stack one SSD down here and another one on top here, or you can stack one HDD up here. That is the 3.5 drive, one inside and one up. So that is what we have for the cage. And if you're not in need of the cage, you can totally remove it and put it away aside. Here, this is something I haven't talked about. They have this, I don't know what to call it, the mesh. It's so old-fashioned. I think they cut corners just to save some money. It's just one flat mesh they just put there. I wish there was something magnetic or something you can slide in, but unfortunately no, this is what they have there. The feet are not so bad as all, and they are just great for whatever they have it to be doing. From the back here, they have this rubber grommet, just only two for you to pass in through your cables to have a proper cable arrangement. There's enough space at the back for you to hide your cables. There isn't any cable management system here except you use zip ties to hold your stuff together and try to just put it, but there's enough clearance, so in case you tie them in any other way, it's still gonna be enough space to have everything properly arranged nice. So on top here we have the dust filter also, which is magnetic. It's the same size as what goes in front here, just a little bit wider, but it's probably just the same size, but it's also great. It keeps the dust away, and that is basically everything. So I'm gonna bring out the fans for us to talk a little bit about the fans. There isn't much actually, because I've really said something about it, and yeah, I'm gonna bring it out. So like I said, they really cut corners in some places, but they actually gave us nice fans, which are 4-pin PWM fans from Lian Li. They are 12 volts, and they are really quiet, not totally as quiet as those quiet fans, but they are great fans to actually work with. I'm not sure what version they have, but they are in between 800 to 1500 RPM, so they are great fans and they are quiet in their own aspect. So for any other guy, if you want to, I'm gonna bring out this I'm gonna bring out the control panel, also the I/O panel. It's being screwed down on the side. You got two screws on both sides, so here also you got two screws there and one screw just in front of it here. Where is it? Oh no, it's not screwed there, sorry. Oh yeah, that's not screwed there. That was a rivet, if in case you want to remove the top. And I'm gonna bring this out, and there, that is it. That is everything you have there. There's no other way to add any other stuff, but basically there is a hole here basically that was supposed to be meant for USB-C, but unfortunately it's not included. Maybe you can buy it off the shelf and add it to it, and that will end up in you having to cut a hole in front here by yourself if you're going to be going that way. Probably we could do something about that in the future if I get some comments about that. SSDs, you can also place two SSDs on this side. No cage is included, but there's this rubber grommet, like the one like this rubber grommet. You can actually use them also to mount your SSD. They have them in the bag somewhere. They have screws and every other stuff in a bag, which I'm not even sure whether I have it at now, but they have it there. And for those of you that are willing or you want to go deeper into maybe giving it a nice fresh color, you can actually remove the power shard, the power supply shard. You can actually remove it. You need to have to remove the rivet that's used to hold it together, bring it out, paint it to whatever color you want, and you have yourself your lovely color dangling on your case. So that is basically everything. The GPU, you have this. I can lose it with my hand. I think it's being tight. Okay, you move this front and back, or you can actually remove it totally to get your GPU. This holds everything to the ground in case the screws are loose or whatever. And this is not breakable, it's removable. You can remove it and put it back anytime that you like. So guys, that is everything about the case. The case have been stripped down to the bare bones, and that is everything. It's such a nice, lovely case, and it's not even so heavy, so I like it. So there are a lot of things that goes for this case if you're looking to have your build. If you're in the market for a small compact case, you can see it's not that very tall, but the only downside is there's no port for USB-C. And for those of you that like to put ITS in a case that is bigger, what is the point? I don't see the point in using ITS in this kind of case, because if you're going for an ITS bus or ITS motherboard, it means you want a compact, really compact system. So if you're using this for an ITS build, to me, it doesn't make any sense. So guys, don't use this for ITS build. Just a mini ATS motherboard is great for this kind of setup. So guys, that is the Lian Li LanCool 205N, and I hope to see you next time. Check out my other videos in the corner there, and I hope to see you in the next video. Odabo. What?